I've been running scams on the street since I was 10. I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew. You in?
That's yes.
I might be the only person. Who knows what you really are?
What's that?
Get ready.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Today we go over the official Solo, a Star Wars Story teaser trailer. This is Mike Zero here once again. If you guys are new here to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now this actually appeared during GMA, Good Morning America, just today, and we will be doing the official breakdown for all of you, so let's get right to it. Now in the very beginning, we are introduced with a shot of Han Solo using the throttle of his land speeder, which by the way, I really do love his land speeder in design. It looks very unique and original. Now, as we go through those little shots of the consoles, we are brought to the Lucasfilm logo, as always, followed by a nice back shot of his land speeder, as he is in, of course, with the character of Kira, played by Emilia Clarke. Now, a lot of you may be wondering exactly where are they? Now, Han Solo here, he does mention a voiceover, of course, by Alden Ehrenreich. He does mention that he has been scamming on the streets since he was 10. So he's really trying to essentially get his way through in life and in this world by that way. So he's used to that lifestyle, and I believe that this is indeed the planet Mimban, as they are going through this real, like, underworldy looking environment, and they're eventually going to reach over to the spice mines where Chewbacca is actually, you know, in slavery. So I think that's where he's going to meet Chewbacca and save him. Now, this is followed up by the speeder chase. We actually went over this a couple of months ago. A lot of the behind-the-scenes leaked footage that was shot over in the UK. This was all shot in the UK, by the way, in case you all didn't know. This is actually a speeder chase between both Moloch, that's Moloch's speeder right there, in case you guys have no idea who that is. It's a new character. And we have Han Solo in this speeder. And you know, it's quite funny because a lot of us in the very beginning always thought that these were cars because the behind-the-scenes footage actually had wheels on these things, and they just rotoscoped them out. Interesting fact. And, you know, Moloch's speeder looks like a bulky hunk of junk. I will agree. It looks great. This is a beautiful shot of Corellia. We got the sun in the background. Whether this is a sunset or sunrise, it's hard to tell. It looks like a sunrise. And obviously, we have one of the best shots ever. I believe that this was shot in Iceland. I'm not quite sure. It looks like it was shot in Iceland. But we have a nice back shot of Han Solo, and one interesting piece of a voiceover from him is that he was essentially kicked out of the Flight Academy for having a mind of his own. As we go through this, we have a nice shot of the Millennium Falcon. It's all shiny, new, it's not dirty and grimy, like how we see in the original trilogy and in the sequel trilogy. So it's kind of nice to see a brand new take on the Millennium Falcon. I'm just not quite sure exactly how it got so dirty in just a matter of 10 years. But here we have a shot of Han looking at the Falcon. Now, this is most definitely either A, on the planet Kessel, or on the planet Mimban. And this is where we are on the planet Corellia once again. Little fact, this was actually shot over in Ventura, Spain. And this little tower thing is going to have some sort of significance to it. This is actually a CGI piece, while these are actual physical sets. If you guys followed the behind-the-scenes production, very interesting stuff for sure. The ocean looks great in the background. And here, we have these interesting structures with these weird symbols on them. I'm not quite sure what they mean. But we have Beckett and Han Solo exchanging pieces of dialogue here, with Beckett saying, by the way, Woody Harrelson, saying essentially how he's putting together a team. So right then and there, right, you get that idea that this is very much like Rogue One, a Star Wars story in a sense, where all of these characters, such as Kira, right here, in front of the Falcon with a droid behind her. Now this droid is said to be her droid. He follows her around. So it's very interesting for sure. I believe that this shot of Lando Calrissian is either during a game of Sabacc in one of the casinos, or the underworld, the underground, criminal world. I think that Lando Calrissian, we're going to definitely see that side of his story where you do see his gambling side, and I think that in The Last Jedi, they were essentially trying to really introduce us to that whole entire casino-esque environment. Either that, or this is just a scene where he's discussing matters. Here's Thandie Newton's character. She looks great. And we have this new, odd-looking creature, I must say. This looks like it's CGI. Now, this is the underworld that we have been talking about. Han Solo's here. We don't necessarily know why at this point, but it's said that this is the planet Mimban, and it makes sense. Mimban is a planet that has a black market. And this is most definitely that planet, because this, to me, it looks like a black market, if you had to say to me. Now we have a nice shot of Chewbacca on the planet Corellia. And one interesting thing about Corellia is it essentially changes, it seems, from being a desert to being like a snow-esque environment. Very interesting stuff with Beckett here and Han Solo exchanging some pieces of dialogue. That droid once again. And now they're in the Falcon. Both Lando and this droid are in the Millennium Falcon, and as you can see, we have Han Solo in the back. Something that we have not seen before, right? Usually Han Solo is in the front, in the cockpit, using, all of his piloting skills. He's essentially playing Luke here, where Luke is in the back, watching Han Solo pilot. And this time, it's him watching Lando. This summer, this, I think, is going to be a brand new planet that we have not heard about yet. This could actually possibly be Mimban. Again, Mimban is a black market world. There's a lot of black markets on that planet. Emilia Clarke looks great, I gotta say. I don't know what this character is next to her. It could be a droid, it could be a regular character. This, to me, is very much like that Western tone that we have honestly, heard about numerous times throughout the past couple of months by director Ron Howard, that this film is going to be like a space western, and this to me is a direct nod to those old westerns. This is the new character here. We don't really know his name at this moment, but he's essentially a mixture of a stormtrooper, bounty hunter, with a little bit of a tribal vibe to it. I really do like the design, and this is his little gang of his. And I'm starting to wonder, could Boba Fett be a part of this gang? Now, I'm trying to look here. I don't see Boba Fett in the background, but Boba Fett is in this movie. So it would be interesting to see exactly who he's affiliated with. Is he affiliated with this new villain in the movie? We shall wait and see. And we have that little battle once again that we saw during the Super Bowl. This is a brand new ship that they are using to essentially escape the planet Corellia, it seems. They may be transporting something very important, and there's a bomb that explodes in the background. Seismic charge? Maybe. Who knows? But this is, a shot between Han and Kira, once again on the planet Corellia under a tent. Once again, that desert environment. And, it's hard to say exactly how I feel about Han Solo's voice. Yes, it is 10 years before A New Hope. I just feel like Harrison Ford's portrayal of Han had a totally different voice here. And here we have the logo, followed by a couple of brand new shots. We have the Star Destroyer exiting this storm. Now, this is absolutely Mimban. We have heard that the planet Nimbon has a lot of these storms. It's a swampy planet with a black market. With the storms, though, that makes sense right here. As you can see, we have some TIE fighters, a brand new design, maybe even an early version of the TIE bomber. Quite possible. You know, we got a nice new shot of Chewbacca in there with Han Solo. Everything looks great. Honestly, guys, I'm sold. This looks like a fun ride. As I'm watching this trailer, it just looks like one huge adventure from start to finish. We have the Falcon doing all those maneuvers, going through the planet Nimbon, it seems, escaping these ties, and we are caught by surprise. We are caught by surprise by a gigantic octopus of some sorts, right? This creature that appears out of nowhere in this storm. Now, could it be that that creature is the one that caused the storm? Possible. Very much possible, guys. So that's the trailer. I hope you all enjoyed the content for today, and if you did, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.